Hi, this is your first official math video for the school year. We're going to start with 0 0.1 whole number operations. And as I write, I'm just going to mention to you that you do not have to keep up with the pace of this video because you have the little button that says pause that you can use to get caught up and then start again. Make sure over here that you write the date so that you know the date you started this, and that will hopefully help you keep on pace. The first thing we're going to do is recall the 4 basic operations by making a little table. Again, pause as needed. Okay, so our 4 basic operations are adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. And I recommend that if you're struggling with any of these or all of them, it doesn't matter, that you look at the bottom of the HyperDoc and in the extra videos to find some help. Let your teacher know. We can get you set up with a plan to maybe brush up on these. You need to know the operations and be fluent in them to make sixth grade just go way easier. Sixth grade math, I should say. Okay, so the words that we use when we add together two numbers, and the answer would be a sum. When we subtract, we get a difference. When we multiply, we get a product. And when we divide, we get a quotient. So the last thing that we're going to put in here is a column for the algebra, because this year you will see algebraic notation more than ever. So if I just use the variables a and b, I would show adding by a plus b. I would show subtracting by a minus b. I would show multiplying by either a times b. The dot is a multiplication sign. And this year you will find that when a and b variables are sitting next to each other, they're multiplying. And then the quotient would be a divided by b. Sorry, the division problem would be a divided by b. Or this year you will notice it written as a fraction. That fraction bar denotes division, so it's a divided by b. So I could go over a whole bunch of addition, subtraction, and multiplication problems here, but honestly, you either know them or you need to work on them. And we've provided a bunch of videos in the video section of the HyperDoc. So if you're struggling with these, you need to go ahead and find videos and practice problems to do, which your teacher can help you with. The one thing we are going to do is a whole number division problem with no remainder. So we're going to divide 840 by 24. So get that written down. And the key is that you want to find the number of groups of 24 in 840. So you literally could sit here and add groups, add 24 plus 24 plus 24 till you get to 840. That would take a very long time, and there's a way more efficient way to do it. So what you look at is, will 24 divide into 8? It will not, because it's smaller than 8. Will it divide into 84? Yes, it will. So we're about to find out how many groups of 24 are in 84. And I usually do that by looking at the number as a total. This is pretty close to 25. And I know that probably 3 groups of this are going to go into 84. So I'm going to go out here and verify that. So it's 72. I'm not going to fit another group in there. So 24 will divide into 84 3 times. 3 times 20, I'm sorry, back up. Now you multiply 3 times 24, which we know is 72. Now you subtract and you get 12, which is good, because if it was more than 24, you did something wrong. And now you need to bring down this 0 next to the 2. And now we need to figure out how many groups of 24 are in 120. Well, I've already done 24 times 3, so I'm going to add on another one. That's 96. And now I'm thinking, I'm probably going to be able to fit in another group in there. And like magic, it ends up being 120. So this was 3 groups, 4 groups, 5 groups. 5 times 24 is 120. which is 0 when you subtract. So division is typically tends to be a little bit tricky for people. If you know the process of dividing, multiplying, subtracting, bring down, then that's half of it right there. So let's just write that down. Let's just call that divide, multiply, subtract, bring down, and then repeat. And then the other thing is knowing how to like puzzle your way out of like how many groups are in each number. So practice, 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 because you're going to get into harder division and also decimal division as we go here. Okay, so now you are all set with your notes and you can start on your practice problems.